been raised in this life because they told us we was black when we really the Israelites. And I don't wanna be no plug, that's all they talking about. I don't wanna be no thug, that's all they talking about. I don't wanna be no hitter, that's all they talking about.
Alright, Shalom. I'm going to start off by giving all honor and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Right? We are the Hebrew Israelites of the SICARII sect here in San Francisco. Peace and prosperity to the 12 tribes of Israel, which are scattered abroad to the 4 corners of the earth, or to the 4 corners of the earth, also here in Babylon. Right? What I wanted to go into was how our people, they don't fear the Most High at all whatsoever. You can see that in amongst all the black and brown community right here in America, right? Whether it be Chicago, New York, a lot in California, because you know California at one point was seriously gang infested, but now it's being gentrified, right? But even so, they got these gangs removed, but you still see our people committing wickedness on a regular basis, right? Still selling drugs, you know, still just doing things that the Most High doesn't approve of, right? So that's why you got brothers like us that are on the street corners to wake up our people, tell them to come back to the laws of God, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, right? Go ahead and give me that.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 19 and verse 18. The fear of the Lord is the first step to be accepted of him, and wisdom obtaineth his love.
Right? The Most High is not going to even accept you until you start fearing him, right? And the next part was wisdom obtaineth his love. If you're somebody that dwells with wisdom, the Most High is going to love you. Give me Wisdom Solomon 7:28. Read that again.
The fear of the Lord is the first step to be accepted of him, and wisdom obtaineth his love.
Right? Wisdom, if you have it, which are the laws of the Most High, I'm going to get to that next, right? The Most High is going to love you, and he'll dwell with you, right? And protect you. Go ahead and give me that Wisdom, Solomon.
Wisdom of Solomon 7:28. For God loveth none but him that dwelleth with wisdom.
Right? You see that? The Most High loveth none but dwelleth with wisdom. Now give me the verse 20.
Verse 20. The fear of the Lord is all wisdom, and in all wisdom is the performance of the law.
See, that's how the Most High loves you, right? Is if you're dwelling with his wisdom, which are the performance of the law. And that's the thing, you don't see our people upholding all the laws of God. It's the reason why they're committing so much wickedness. That's why our families celebrate all these pagan holidays, right? Because for one, it was presented, those pagan holidays were presented to us, and from past times we've carried some of those things with us, and that's what's kept us down and in slavery and captives to all nations. Give me I'm gonna give me that in 25 and 12.
Sirach 25 and 12. The fear of Yahweh is the beginning of his love, and faith is the beginning of cleaving unto him.
Hey man, hey yo, what do you think about that sign?
There's no opinion.
No opinion? Why not? I can't hear you. Come here. Come on. I can barely hear you. My view, I believe that God hates white people. Right. And not because of the color of the skin. It's not even going with that. It's because of the atrocities that they've committed. It's because of the atrocities that they've committed on our people. That's the reason why. And we can prove that to you that God hates white people. It's not going to say that specifically word by word white people in the Bible, because that's not a thing. White people descend from the Edomites in the Bible, right? Who go back to Esau, their forefather, right?
First of all, I don't know what you see here. God's eye.
You see through God's eyes?
Yeah, hey man.
God's eyes.
Come on, man.
I'm not looking at you. So I don't know what you see here, and I don't know why you're addressing the question.
Well, you just told me to tell you, so I told you.
That's fair enough. You asked me the question first, so that's why I was. Go ahead, I'm listening. Like I said, I had no opinion.
What's your nationality?
I don't know. I've never looked into my heritage.
What's your dad? What did he identify as?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure you know, bro.
I don't know. I didn't know my father, my friend.
When you apply for a job application,
My mother died at birth. Okay? So, I don't know.
I'm pretty sure you do know. You just don't want to tell us. Hey, what do you put on the job application? God damn. You're doing very terrible. Lost your parents, don't know your. I figured.
You gentlemen have a good day.
Hold on, let me read you something.
Okay.
You look like a Caucasian, but you know, who knows? Go ahead.
This is Psalms 109 and 10 in the GNT. It says, may his children be homeless beggars. May they be driven from the ruins they live in. May no one ever be kind to him or take care of the orphans he leaves behind. May all his descendants die, and may his name be forgotten in the next generation.
Sheesh. Hey, brother. Have we talked to you before? Oh, yeah, you look a little familiar. What was it that we talked about last time? Or with somebody else? You remember? Do you remember us telling you that you're an Israelite? So, what'd you say? Oh, okay. Well, yeah, man. If you forgot, more than likely you're probably an Israelite from the Southern Kingdom, whether it be Judah, Levi, or Benjamin, right? Do you identify as African American? Oh, Seminole. Okay, so Reuben. Reuben. All right, that's beautiful. Con. Yeah, man. If you haven't by now, I don't know if you are on your own studying and yeah, for the most part, trying your best to keep the commandments. And you know, it starts off little by little. You know, you're not gonna flock onto all 613 all at once. It took me some time to start doing them little by little. Like for once, I wasn't I couldn't stop the shaving. I was over here trying to look good for the women, but that went out the door. I stopped caring about that stuff because you start feeling that the Most High is more important than women. And also everything else, right? Have you attempted to looking at the laws of any sort, or the commandments? All right, that's good. That's good. Yeah. Are you familiar with the history of the Seminole Indians? A little bit. Did you know that they were wearing fringes? A lot of the indigenous people here in the Americas, North, South, and Central, they were wearing these. Before the white man came over and started, messing everything up again. Yeah. How come you don't wear them? It's what? Yeah, that doesn't have anything with. It's a commandment, Yeah, I can barely hear you. Can you come just a little bit closer? I mean, the Arabs come over here and they dress the way they dress.
Right.
Why is that? You're talking about here in America? So what? I don't know what other countries would, get offended at. Not that I know of. I don't know about you, but us brothers up here, we don't care what these other nations think, man. We're gonna keep the laws of our God.
Right.
The same way the Arabs, they do their thing and whatnot. The Asians, that's cool with them. But go ahead.
It's Jeremiah 2:33. Why trimmest thou thy way to seek love? Therefore hast thou also taught the wicked ones thy ways.
Yeah, okay.
Listen here, man. This is ridiculous. So you literally just sit up here and told us that when you go to different countries, you're disrespecting them by keeping what God said to do. Is that what you're telling me? Is that for your job, or is that just in general? For the job? So you're not. So they discriminate against your religion. Is that what you're telling me? That's illegal, though, right? So they discriminate against your personal beliefs, and you're okay with that. And you're okay with that, right? You gotta do what you gotta do. Read that again.
This is Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 33. Why trimmest thou thy way to seek love?
So you're trimming your way, your beliefs, and the spirituality that you heard before to keep it checked. Is that what you're telling me? That's what you're telling me. Your job is allowed to discriminate against your personal beliefs, and you don't have a problem with it because you're getting paid. That's what I'm grasping for what you're telling me. Right or wrong? Excuse me? Are you in the military? Are you in the military? You're a civilian that works on military vessels? Yeah, you're a civilian that works for the military, right? You have a job on the military vessel. So how does the Coast Guard get involved? I understand that. I'm talking about your religious beliefs, though. So if you walked on the ship with these on, how would they feel? It depends. Well, how do you know when you've never done it?
I'm just saying that's things that can happen.
In what reference to what? A prostitute? They disrespected a prostitute. I'm talking about your religious beliefs, brother. So you're not allowed to practice your religious beliefs on the ship. I'm asking you specifically. Are you allowed to practice your religious beliefs on this ship? Are you allowed to have a Bible on this ship? Do you eat pork, sir? Okay. Do you wear 100% clothing? You do? So you wouldn't mind putting fringes on a bottom of your shirt, right? You've never done it. So you don't have that experience, so whether you say they discriminate against you or not, because you don't do it, right? Excuse me? What is that? I mean, that's irrelevant. I'm talking about you. Because I'm pretty sure other people don't even believe like you on this ship, right? They're not Israelites, correct? So Israelites have protocols. Give me that testament where it says, "You get died before me, died before my father." Give me that. Because here's the problem. We believe in the Bible, right? What's your name? Some parts? What's your name, sir? Joey. Joseph. Great. That's a powerful name. It's a biblical name. So what parts don't you believe in? What did Constantine do? He what? Constantine didn't do any of that. So where did he get exiled to? Where did he come back to? Which one? Hold on. You said that's what your people believe. Who are your people? Your the Seminole believe. So Constantine tore up the books. What books did he tear up? Some books? The biblical books? Okay. Which books exactly?
And then some things where you say, you left your dark, eternal life.
I mean, that's not in the Bible. That's a quote from an Egyptian president in the 1940s. That's not Constantine. That happened in the 1940s. That's nowhere in the Bible, sir. You're quoting something that we probably told you a while ago. You got. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we have a flyer on you. Does it say it on the flyer? President Abdul Nasir? That's what I mean. It's in the right hand corner, the bottom right hand or left hand corner. Excuse me. Let me see one of the flyers, man. Yeah, give me that verse. Read this.
The book of Matthew, chapter 10, verse 33. But whosoever shall deny me before men, him will I also deny before my Father which is in heaven.
Yeah, that's what you're denying right now. You read the bottom left, right? You see what that says in the bottom left hand corner with the picture of the president? Gamal Abdul Nasir, second president of the United Arab Republic, president of the Republic of Egypt. That's where it says the Jews left black and came back white. It doesn't say that in the Bible. That's not in the Bible. So what the point is I'm making. Hold on, read this part again. Read this part again. Read this.
The book of Matthew, chapter 10, verse 33. But whosoever shall deny me before men, him will I also deny before my Father which is in heaven.
You believe in Jesus, right? The world calls Christ? Do you believe in the man named Jesus in the Bible? Not necessarily? Oh, so you don't believe in the New Testament? Interesting. You believe in the Old Testament? Well, so just like Constantine, your family told you the story about Constantine. Why do you believe that? You have a lot of experience? So does the Bible have more experience than your grandmother? The people that wrote the Bible? You're not sure? But you don't believe in the Bible. So why don't you believe in the man that he called Jesus Christ? There are historians that contest to him living and dying. Of course they are. But we're talking about one man right now. Why don't you believe in who the world calls Christ? You believe he was an actual person? How come? God hates white people. Yeah, of course. Made in whose image? What does that mean? It's not contradictory. What does being made in God's image mean? Excuse me?
Say that one person is just, that is better than another person. That's not.
Are you sure?
Ask me a question. I'm just saying. You're saying that's what you believe in.
Well, no, I'm questioning your understanding. We can both read the same book and get different understandings, right?
Jesus preached on that.
Well, no, you're talking about Genesis. That Christ didn't teach that first and foremost. I'm sure he did, but he taught to his own people. He didn't teach to everybody. He didn't teach to white people. I'm sorry, he didn't teach it. Give me that Genesis real quick, and give me that Sirach 17, and then you give me Matthew 25, 31. Genesis 1. 1 and like 30. Where you at? Let me see. Yeah, it should be, 26. Read that.
This is Genesis 1 and 26. And God said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth.
So that means just treat everybody equal, everybody's equal. Is that what that means? What's the image of God? Whatever he is? Sorry? Whatever his spirit believes in? I don't agree. I don't agree with that. You know how I don't agree with that? Because is the white man equal to you? That's how it asks you. Is the white man equal to you? Physically and spiritually. Okay then. So that debunks your argument, sir. So wait a minute. If we're all made in God's image, and you just admitted that the white man is not equal to you spiritually or physically, that means everybody was created in God's image. You just said that. You just said, didn't you just say that everybody's created equally in his spiritually? But I just asked you, are you equal spiritually to a white man? You said no. But we're all made in the same image, though. So how can it be different? Go ahead. Sir, you're changing the topic, sir. You're changing the topic. Sir, so you're saying if I believe in Protestants, I have a different spirit than somebody else? That doesn't make any sense. So God has a different religion, pretty much. That's what you're telling me.
If a person, so you're saying that a person puts his into a little fat Buddha doll and he's not going to get paradise?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
You stand on this. The person that's putting incense in a Buddha doll, he's not going to get to paradise. The person that's
How?
down 3 times a day. God says that every man will bow down to him. So,
I mean, sure. What does that have to do with it being in paradise? What's paradise?
that's not what I'm saying. So I'm saying your foundation is on this, and other people have their foundation.
Which is a false belief.
In your eyes. That's your belief system.
But we all have the same spirit according to you. Why are we all doing the same thing? We all have the same spirit. No, he doesn't. Give me Deuteronomy 32:8 and give me Sirach 17. Let me read this to you. I'm going to show you what we made in God's image is. Read that from the top.
The book of Sirach, chapter 17. The Lord created man of the earth and turned him into it again.
Go ahead.
People
live and die. Read on.
He gave them few days and a short time, and power also over the things therein.
That's exactly what it says in Genesis, the first chapter. Created man in their image to rule over the fish, the beasts, and the land. That's what it's talking about. Read.
He endued them with strength.
What?
With strength.
Read on.
By themselves, and made them according to his image.
He did what?
Made them according to his image.
Does that have anything to do with spirituality? Does it say anything about spirituality here? Does it say anything about spirituality here? Sir, does it say anything about spirituality here? Of course, so you're lying on the Bible. You're wrong about it. Because you said it has something to do with spirituality when it doesn't say that. Sir, I'm reading the Bible to you, sir. You believe in the Bible? Read.
And put the fear of man upon all flesh, and gave him dominion over beasts and fowls.
Same thing it says in Genesis. Read.
They received the use of the 5 operations of the Lord.
5 operations of who?
The 5 operations of the Lord.
Let's see if it has anything to do with the Spirit. Read.
And in the 6th place, he imparted them understanding.
Read.
And in the 7th, speech, an interpreter of the cogitations thereof. Salakia. Counsel and a tongue and eyes, ears and a heart gave he them to understand.
Where's the spirituality in that? That's what being made in God's image is talking about. Give me Revelation 4:3. He is a spirit, but we have spirits in our vessel. He gave us eyes, ears, mouth, speech, all that type of stuff. That's what it's talking about. Okay, great. Great. That has nothing to do with the topic. You're saying everybody's made in God's image, which is fine. But I just asked you if a white man is equal to you. You said no. What does being in darkness mean? Okay, great. Great. I agree.
So it doesn't mean everyone is in that spiritual lost like that. It doesn't mean every white man is just.
I mean, every white man is finished. They're finished. Right. That means their end was written from the beginning. That means they're going to go into slavery and be exterminated. That's what God said. It doesn't matter what they do in life. Okay, give me that. What's yours? 25. Matthew 25:31. Then you give me that in Peter. 2 Peter, I think it's 2. The natural brute beast made to be destroyed. That's what it says. Read. Where you at? Right here. Read. Yep.
This is 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 12.
Read.
But these, as natural brute beasts, made to be taken and destroyed.
People are going to be made to be taken and destroyed. Do you believe that? They're made to be taken and destroyed. God made them to be taken and destroyed. Do you believe in the Bible? Read that again.
But these, as natural brute beasts, made to be taken and destroyed.
They're made to be taken and destroyed. Do you agree with the text? So you don't agree with the Bible? So you don't. So you asked me to prove it. I'm proving it to you. Why not? How are you? I mean, every dark person is the same people, right? I mean, well, everybody doesn't have the same covenant with God. It's only talking about the Israelites that are walking in darkness. Walking in darkness is breaking God's laws. God allowed these other nations to be idolaters, eat whatever they want to eat pork, shrimp, cats, and dogs, and octopus, and squids, and maggots. God don't care about that. If that was the case, they get punished too. If you had these Asian people smoking to their, from 5 to 80 years old with perfect health, a black person smokes, they get a hole in their throat. Why? Because we're not supposed to be doing that stuff. Right. Give me, what are you at? Give me Psalms 147, or 142, 119, 142. Where you at? Yeah, that's what I'm about to get next, right?
This is the book of Romans, chapter 9, verse 19. Thou wilt say then unto me, why doth he yet find fault? For who hath resisted his will?
Who resists God's will? Joseph? A lot of people? This is a rhetorical question. Read that again.
Thou wilt say then unto me, why doth he yet find fault? For who hath resisted his will?
Read.
Nay, but O man, who art thou that repliest against God?
Who are you to reply against God? Joseph? No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Give me that in Isaiah. That's a lie. Give me Isaiah. I think it's 54. This guy's on the cutting board right now. It's crazy.
But O man, who art thou that repliest against God? So the thing formed say to him that formed it, why hast thou made me thus? Hath not the potter power over the clay of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor and another unto dishonor?
That's what God said. He created people from the beginning. Some people that are to be honored, some people to be dishonored. Who are people to be honored? The Israelites. Who are people that to be dishonored? All the other nations are Israelites. And God doesn't love. God doesn't care about it. So everybody's not going to make it to paradise, as you call it. Because when people get to paradise, which all qualify as the kingdom of heaven, the Israelites going to be on top, and everybody else is going to be underneath them, serving them. Right. Is that in the Bible?
It's up to the Great
But
Spirit.
I read the Bible, so I believe in the Bible.
Father, I am the Great Spirit. It's not up to Jesus. It's not up to nobody.
And it's already written in the Great Spirit's book, right?
Not necessarily. They have Qurans, they have
Who has Qurans?
They have different books that have different interpretations of what the Great Spirit is.
Those are false books.
Right.
You're right. Belief system.
Do you believe in the Quran?
I believe in anything that gives a man knowledge to sustain himself as a human being to do the right
To sustain yourself as a human being.
to do the right thing. That's all.
Okay. So in the Quran it says that you can marry little girls. Do you believe that?
I've never seen that.
You ever seen that? It also says when you die, you get to basically be with little boys too, and they compare them to beautiful girls. You believe that too? It sounds like pedophilia to me. You never read that? You want me to read it to you? You want me to read it to you? I will show it to you. But are you going to believe it if I read it to you? Because I've been reading the Bible to you all day. We can live in the Quran too. The Quran is for the Arabs. The Arabs can have that. We don't hearken to the Quran, but I can show you all type of flaws in the Quran, all type of madness in the Quran. I mean, that's what God created, right? That's called balance in the earth.
All kind of killings and everything in there
Okay.
to say that his word is better than anyone else.
I mean, that's not what the Bible says.
I didn't say that. I said it's all kind of
You
killings.
just said it. I just.
Well,
What are you talking about?
thousands of people.
Is that wrong?
I mean,
Is that wrong?
depends on who eyes it's in and what is it for.
Do you think God killing everybody but 8 people is wrong on the earth? Or do you believe that happened at all? Because that's what happened. God killed everybody but 8 people at one point in time, according to the biblical narrative. Is that right or wrong? You ever read about Noah's Ark?
Everybody was. Oh, there are 8 people that wanted.
Yeah, exactly. He killed everybody but 8 people, right? Is that right or wrong?
Pretty amazing story.
Is it right or wrong? Morally.
I couldn't say that.
I'm just asking you. I'm not saying it if it's right or wrong. I'm asking you, is it morally right or wrong in God's eyes? And do you agree with that? Because there's all type of kills, but God killed everybody but 8 people at one point.
I don't agree with that.
You don't agree with it. This is how Paul said, who are you to reply against God? This guy's crazy, man. What you got? Keep reading that?
Verse 22, what if God, willing to show his wrath and to make his power known, endured with much long suffering the vessels of wrath,
The what?
the vessels of wrath
Vessels of wrath are what?
fitted to destruction.
They've been fitted to be destroyed. That's what the Bible says. We just read in 2 Peter that this natural brute beast made to be taken and destroyed as well. 2 different places we read the same thing. People are made to be killed. Give me Proverbs 16:4. Let's get a third witness. Let's get a third witness for this brother. Because we didn't believe in God's word, that's clear. That's been evident. Read 16:4.
This is Proverbs chapter 16, verse 4. The Lord hath made all things for himself.
God made all things for himself. What?
Yea, even the wicked for the day of evil.
The day of evil. When judgment comes. You believe evil people need to be purged, right? It's not going to be evil in the kingdom of heaven, right? Well, of course. Give me that 1 Peter 4. Why would he? If I'm doing what God says, why would he judge me like somebody that's not doing what God says? Somebody that's afraid to wear fringes on his shit, like you. He's going to judge you for that.
Somebody doesn't want to abide by. They don't want to go out to word and do all that. What would make it better to be judged by him today? He said, he said even the sinner and the thief want to get in, not even just
According to what?
not just you.
For being a sinner? Are sinners going to be in the kingdom?
He said even the thieves, the killers are going to get in if they're believers.
But what all I have to do is believe and keep sinning? Is that what you're telling me? So what do you have to do outside of believing?
You still have to believe that, it's like belief. You still have to believe.
So, huh? Well, I don't necessarily agree with that, but
so you think when you die, you're going to go straight to heaven? I mean,
that's what the Bible says.
that's what you believe?
That's what the Bible says, sir.
I never knew.
You believe in hell?
I didn't. Of course. But I'm saying,
Does the Bible talk about people going to hell?
You're judged by the Spirit, of course.
There's people. So when is that going to happen?
It's going to happen when God makes a determination on how you like it. That's all.
So you get judged when you go to heaven, or when you die, right? As soon as you die, you get judged. Is that what you're telling me? Does the Bible say that? So where are you getting this from? It's not from the Bible. Huh?
I'm saying that doesn't mean that the Israelites are no faster than anyone else.
I'm not saying it either. Because this is going to be a sect of Israelites that are going to get judged just like everybody else for not obeying. Me too. Why? I'm keeping y'all going. And I'm doing what Christ told me to do. So I'm not a part of that as of right now. In my personal humble opinion, I'm doing everything God tells me to do. Keeping the laws of God, rebuking my people if necessary, every day.
Being do what?
Huh?
Being around people that are what?
I said rebuking people, correcting people like yourself. That's what I'm doing right now, correcting you from your false belief system of the Bible.
He gave people freedom of choice.
No, he didn't. Where? Where is freedom of choice at? Where did you learn that from, sir? Did your grandma teach you that too?
I'm telling you, that's what my
Did you learn that in church, or did your grandma teach you that?
great grandma.
They taught you that? Can you show me that in the Bible?
No, I can't show you in the Bible.
Why not? But you're basing this off the biblical narrative. God gave you free will. How? Where? The Bible just said he made people to be destroyed. That means no matter what they do, if they start a charity, have some type of animal shelter, whatever the case, they're still going to die. Doesn't matter what they do. Do you believe that? God has read it to you in 3 different places. So that means if they do good things on earth or not, God still made them to be killed.
What about the people that...
Sir, do you believe that though? Do you believe
I don't
that?
believe it. I'm just saying,
So you don't believe in God's word?
People, when they were talking about, hey, you know what, we'll forgive you of all your sins if you come and fight for us. Crusaders,
Crusaders? That was way long after, according to the Bible.
What I'm saying, when you say that, hey, you guys come along and fight for us, we'll forgive you. All your sins will be forgiven.
Who said that? That's not in the Bible. So you got to fight for your sins to be forgiven. That's what you're saying? You got to kill people to be forgiven. As you just told me. Sir, let me get this right. Before you continue, let me get this straight. You just told me that somebody got approached and said, if you fight for me, your sins will be forgiven. That means I have to fight and kill people for my sins to be forgiven. So what are they fighting for? No, what's it referencing? Who said that first and foremost? No, I'm asking you. I'm trying to get clarity from what you're talking about. You just said somebody said, come over with me and fight for me, and your sins will be forgiven. And what type of fight? Is it a spiritual fight or a physical fight? No, I'm talking about the Crusades. You're talking about the Crusades then, because you mentioned that, right? So you got to kill people to be saved. That's what you're telling me.
That's what they're saying.
That's not in the Bible. That was a religious war. That was the Muslims versus the Christians. And that's nowhere in the Bible.
So that means that makes your validation against.
Well, I'm letting you know that's not in the Bible. What you're saying, I know what you're talking about. So I got to kill somebody to be forgiven. That's what you're telling me.
You're still validating your belief system.
No, I'm asking you based on what you're telling me. What you just told me, you just said somebody has to go to war to put it, but that's not in the Bible.
That's what they're saying.
So you believe that? Do you believe that though? Great.
Hide behind a book saying that one person is better than the other. So
that's how God feels. And that's how you feel. I asked you earlier. I asked you the same thing earlier. I asked you if the white man's equal to you. You said no. And of course he's not. He's the damn devil. He has no melanin. He has recessive genes. He's very better than you. And that's what you should think. And that's what you should tell your children. And that's how we tell my children. Now my people walk the streets. There's not a damn white man, or Asian man, or wherever the dirty black man in America. Hey, on any day of the week, ever. Hey, hey. And that's how God feels. What you got? Check. This is fight for you. Where you at?
This is John 6 and 34. No man can come to me except the Father which has sent me draw him, and I will raise him up at the last day. Everybody isn't going to be drawn to the word of God and believe in Christ. You say you didn't believe in Christ earlier, which is it is what it is. God already ordained you not to believe in the Bible or whatever you believe in right now. This is all preordained for you to come up here and tell me this. Go ahead. Now, in the Greek word right here where it says draw, elder, the Greek word that right here in the verse said, where the verse said draw, watch this. G1670, henko, is in the Greek. And it means to draw, to drag off. So it means to draw, to drag off. So there is absolutely no free will. Because the verse right here in question is saying this: no man can come to me except the Father which has sent me draw him or drag him to his Son Christ.
Exactly. So you have no free will. And that's probably why you don't believe in Christ. Most High didn't choose you. The Great Spirit, as you say, didn't choose you to believe in Christ. He didn't choose you to grasp this truth. What's that? And that's where the problem starts. You have your own belief system other than the Most High, the Great Spirit that you say you believe in. Right. That's exactly what that means. And of course it does.
That doesn't mean that I don't know. I need some books to identify myself with, identify who I am.
But why'd you say that when you first started? He just, wait a minute, sir. Sir, you just lied just now. You just lied to me.
I'm not going to be behind the book.
Sir, you just lied to us then, that's the case. You realize that, right? When you first walked up, you said you knew about the information. And he said, "Are you an Israelite?" You identified as Israelite. What'd you say? What'd you say?
I said I was a Seminole.
So you believe you're an Israelite? Israelite. Yeah, Israelite. Are you an Israelite? Why not? Okay, so when did the Seminole Indians come to America? How long? Where? When? Of course they here for what? How long were they here before the white man? Hundreds of years? Where were they at before that? Yeah. Who called them Seminole Indians?
I don't believe in a book that's going to give me an identity of who I am. That's all I'm saying.
But Seminole Indians is a made-up term, though. You made up that term. You believe that, right? The Seminole Indians is a made-up term. You just said that to me.
So what is the Israelite?
You're an Israelite. That's what I'm telling you. This is the Seminole Indian right here.
I'm not an Israelite.
Yes, you are an Israelite. This is the Seminole Indian right here.
I'm not an Israelite, though.
I can prove it to you.
I'm not an Israelite.
What are you? You're just a Seminole Indian, right? Somebody that just talks and forward in the Everglades.
I haven't never owned slaves.
That's not the point. Of course I am. Right. Of course I am. You're an Israelite. That's what I'm telling you.
Right.
Absolutely. A lot of people come from Shem, though. Everybody comes from Shem is an Israelite.
I never knew that. I just thought that two people that went into that book, I didn't know they even had it. Basis of where they came from. All I know is he said they would have garden and he got the book.
That was before that, though. What are you talking about? That was way before Judah ever existed. So why'd you bring it up?
Because I'm saying that everybody.
You said two people in the garden, which is a lie. That's Christianity.
Okay, so everybody came from one person.
No, eventually, yes, but not.
But they still and they still different people had different pigmentation because they were in different parts of the world. That's all.
They have different what?
Pigmentation because they were in different parts of the
world. What type of pigmentation? Were there white people at the time?
Yeah.
Of course there was. Absolutely not they were. Where do white people come from? Where do white people come from, sir? Where did they come from? Was Adam white? So what pigmentations were you talking about then? Okay, so when did white people pop up on the earth? I hope you're not going to say what I think you're about to say. I hope you're not going to say what I think you're about to say, sir. I hope you're not going to tell me what I think you're about to say.
He's gonna say it.
He's going to say some nonsense about if I'm in colder climate or lighter climate, I'm going to change my pigment. No, that's crazy. That is madness, sir. You believe that? You believe that people that are in quote-unquote cold climates turn right? Can you prove that?
Why isn't the Inuit or the native tribes in Alaska white? They've been there for thousands of years.
Right.
I know. It doesn't make sense. It's different in Alaska. I don't know what you mean. I know you don't, because you know how foolish it sounds.
All of us have a blood of white or whatever.
How? Where? How?
So you're just African. What part?
I'm a pure Israelite.
Right. Right.
All Africans aren't the same, are they? Are albinos African? Albinos. Are albinos African? Are albinos African, sir? Yeah, I know. You better cut yourself when you answer. It's crazy. Are albinos African? Yeah, I know. Go make a fool of yourself and answer. No, answer my question. Are albinos African? Why are they albino in Africa when it's hot there? Oh, it's just a word. Oh, okay. So why did their pigment turn dark in the hot sun? But they're the same, sir. But why are they white? Why are they white?
That would just be just like you if you were in Saudi Arabia. People think you were Saudi Arabia.
No, they wouldn't. No, they wouldn't. They don't have the same hair as me. They don't have the same bone structure, any of that. Those are Arabs and white people over there as well. I don't look anything like them. Pull up a picture of Saudi Arabia that looks like me. That has woolly hair. Please. Can you show me that? But you're saying so. You just said if I went to Saudi Arabia, I look just like a Saudi Arabian. That's a lie.
Just like an Afghan, you look just like a Saudi Arabian.
Afghans look like me?
You look just like a person in Honduras.
Honduras? Our people in Honduras, so maybe so.
Who's our people?
Israelites.
You keep saying our people.
Of course.
They were scattered all over the world.
Who?
Dark people. They were scattered all over the world.
So what about the white man? Where was the white man scattered to? Where was he at?
They were scattered all over the world.
Where's the white man at in there?
This is what I'm just going to tell you.
No, where's the white man where melanated people got scattered? Where were they at?
Can I just tell you how I learned how I
You're great teachers? Who's that? Who are they? What nation? No, I want you to name names.
I didn't cut you off.
I just want to I'll let you know, brother. I'm not going to cut you off. Before you make your statement,
I didn't cut you off, and I let you speak.
Great. Who are the spiritual leaders first, sir?
What I truly believe, though. Okay, they were
Can you tell me the spiritual leaders first?
Can I just finish that?
Sure. I think you can answer my question. Thanks. I'm not being rude at all.
Can I just tell you why I got to that point of why I believe? So as a child, we learned that black people scattered from around the world, from I guess whatever country they were in, and they got scattered by the first white, or they said, okay, I'm American.
Hold on, wait. Who's that?
He was a king back in the day.
Where? What time period? First Emmanuel?
I didn't say that. I said king.
King Emmanuel. King Emmanuel the first. Look up that person real quick. Yeah, I'm talking to them. Go ahead and look that up. They never heard of that.
He's going to buy. He's going to marry this lady. And they say, I don't care, I'm married. But you're going to have to get through all the dark days. And that's how they got scattered.
Are you a Moor?
I'm not a Moor, but
Are you talking about Spain?
we said nothing about Spain. I'm just telling you.
Sardinia? Click on that. Now go down here, right here.
That book can't tell you everything. It can tell you something.
And neither can you.
But the scales,
Neither can you.
The scales can be removed from your eyes at one point.
You have a lot of skills on your eyes.
Right!
You just told me that white people exist in colder climates, but albinos are in Africa, and they're even lighter than that. Google the crossing, Treaty of Paris. So you mean to tell me black people were only scattered when this person existed in the 1700s? That's crazy. No, we're talking about your information right now. We're talking about your information about King Emmanuel, Victor Emmanuel, second king, daughter of Philip of Spain, 1792.
We were here way before that.
But why'd you say we were scattered when he got in charge?
I said, we were here way before that.
Hold on.
Your Israelite brother, Columbus.
Wait a minute.
Your Israelite brother, Columbus.
Columbus was not an Israelite. He was not an Israelite. When did I say that? No, I didn't. I never said that. Who, Columbus? No. That is a Spaniard. That is a cracker. Is Columbus dark skinned? Of course he's not. It's crazy, bro. It was nuts. Huh? Oh yeah, Reuben, unstable as water, as the prophecy said. As the prophecy. It's Spaniard. No. Of course, Columbus dark. She said.